Most real estate agents lose their best prospects the moment they hear, I don't want to sign anything. But what if I told you this objection is actually your biggest opportunity to close more deals? I'm going to show you exactly how to turn buyer resistance into buyer commitment, the same framework that helped us generate over $1 billion in real estate volume, while other agents right now are losing clients left and right. If you're ready to stop losing prospects over paperwork and start making clients feel grateful for your protection, then pay very close attention to what I'm about to share. So let's dive into Ryan's actual call and stick around, because after the call, I'm going to point out the script changes and language adjustments necessary to convert at a higher level.
Hi, this is Ryan McEachern from William Ravis, a premier partner of Zillow. I heard you're interested in seeing 123 Main Street today. What's a good time for you?
What time is it available?
What times are available? I could reach out to the sellers and see if we can get in there at 3 o'clock. Would that work for you?
Hey, yeah, I can make that work.
All right, so 3:30. I'm going to go ahead and get that schedule booked. While I'm doing that, I just want to ask, what specifically interests you in this property?
Real nice neighborhood, so really trying to be in this location right here.
Okay. Have you seen any other properties you're interested in checking out where we're checking out 123 Main Street?
Yeah, I saw a few others. I think they were on the street or within this little neighborhood over there. I'm sure you could find them.
Okay, I'm going to go pull up those listings. I'll try to book times right around that 3 o'clock slot when we're going to see the other 123 Main Street. I'm going to be sending over 2 forms. One's a read-only agency disclosure agreement. That's just something you could check out. It just explains how we work together. And the other is going to be a buyer agreement for this specific property. This is just going to make sure we can get in that house and take care of you. So I'm going to go ahead and try to get that time booked for you. And I'll be giving you a call back in 30 minutes to confirm. Does that work?
Yeah, that's all set. I don't need to sign anything, though. I saw a few houses last week. I didn't sign anything, so just send it over. I'll see you at 3.
Okay. Well, in order for me to show you these homes, I really got to have these documents signed. I'm going to send them over, take a look at them. If you have any questions at all, when I call you back, we can go over it and just make sure you're comfortable. Okay.
Yeah, sounds good. To shoot me a text.
Okay. I'll talk to you soon.
What did you think, Lee?
It was all right. He could have been a little bit smoother and gave a little bit more of a smoother answer just to go right into it. I could have gave a little more pushback again, but it's just not the role play for it.
So there's 2 nitpicky points that I'll make at the end, but there's one big one that we've probably haven't worked on recently. Ryan probably hasn't even heard it in his defense, but there's a big spot that I'd like to work on here. Does anybody know what it was towards the end? So when Lee said, I'm not signing anything, I didn't have to sign anything last week. I saw homes. What's the deal? Basically, your response, it was natural defense mechanism that agents have been using in a variety of ways, not just particularly the form, for years, right? In order for me to do X, in this case, show you the homes, you're going to need to sign this form. When a consumer hears that, gee, in order for me, the agent, you're making it all about you, not the process. You're building a little bit of tension. They want to have a smooth process and a smooth transition. Doesn't mean that they don't have to sign the form, right? If I were to say, hey, this team meeting we're going to do today at 11 o'clock is mandatory, show up, or, it's you got to be here. Or what we do, hey, if you can make it, you got Zoom, you got flexibility. Like the expectation is, if you want to get better and know what's happening in the future, be here. Which one sounds better? The mandatory one's like, oh, what a hey, here's the opportunity. If you want to get better, you want to build your business, this is the opportunity. Excited to see you. That one sounds better. The expectation is we want everybody that can make the meeting to be at the meeting. Mandatory sounds, just like commission sounds icky, compensation, nobody minds compensating somebody for a job well done. So words that mean the same thing, how else can we say that? But does somebody want to jump in order for me to show you these homes, I'm going to need that form signed, making it all about us. How can we turn it and make it about the process? So what do you think, Ryan? Just based on some of the language patterns we've been using. This is an objection. It's an opportunity. It's a gift, because this means it's somebody who's serious enough to object. If they're not serious enough to ever have any objections or concerns or deeper thoughts about the process, then how serious are they about buying a home? So when I hear this, boom, I get excited. Man, this is somebody who's serious about the process. I have to show them a real process now.
So I can understand that your apprehensiveness about wanting to sign forms or having to sign forms, but in order to make sure you're protected and able to find the house of your dreams.
Totally too wordy. All right. So one, we're actually highlighting, we're making a freaking mountain out of a molehill. This is not a big deal. This is a normal process. Signing form to see a house is normal. Okay. So you could just ask a simple question. What specific concerns do you have about seeing homes in today's market? Well, I just don't want to sign anything. And then, right, that's going to be the response. And then where could you go from there? One, I want to de-escalate any tension and hey, listen, you don't have to sign forms. Has anybody walked you through what it takes to buy a home in today's market? I'd be happy to do that, right? Now you can have that conversation, right? What does it take to buy a home in today's market?
You find yourself an agent, get yourself pre-approved, start looking at homes, make sure you have money for closing costs, attorney.
Instead of the whole thing about buying a home, because we're not going to do a consultation over the phone, has anybody walked you through what it takes to view homes and tour homes in today's market?
No.
All right, can I just quickly walk you through that? I know we're over the phone, but I'll kind of just give you the top level highlights, Mac. Is that fair? All right, so one, you can reach out to someone who's going to have your best interest, which you've done here today, the local expert. Zillow connected us for a reason. And when we go and view this home, if this is the home you like, I can fully represent you against the seller's interest and the listing agent's interest. Second way you can view homes is obviously going direct to the listing agent who represents the seller. Okay, and they're going to be fully using that relationship that they have with the seller to get them the best deal if it's the house that you ultimately end up choosing. Or you can kind of go in to these homes unrepresented. It's really the same thing as going direct to that listing agent. They're going to be the ones dealing with you and trying to get information that they can gain for the process in favor of the seller. So which one sounds like something you'd rather do?
I definitely want somebody with my best interest in mind.
Great. So here's what I'll do. I'll send you over the form that allows you and I to get access into the home so that I can fully represent you. It's going to explain your relationship to me. Okay. In that form, I'm just going to fill it out for this one property. If you and I aren't a good fit to work together, I don't want you to be tied to me for any period of time. So it's going to explain how long we're tied for this one property. I'm also going to send you another form that goes a little bit deeper. It's a one-page form, disclosure form on agent and consumer relationships. All right. If you don't get a chance to sign it, don't worry. I'll bring it. And when we set up the home tour before we go in, we can handle everything there and walk through any questions that you have at that time. Sound fair?
Sounds fair.
Great. Boom. Now I've got the form going over. I've done my obligation here as a licensed real estate salesperson in the state of Connecticut to walk them through everything. There's going to be no hidden agenda when I show up, no gotcha moment. I'm sending over the read over disclosure form. I'm sending over the form that they're supposed to sign. If they don't sign it, I've already told them we'll have a conversation about it when we get there. I'll get it signed there.